So what can be more better than this particular day, auspicious day? So I was thinking we'll spend some time. I'll talk few words on glorifying Gita, Bhagavad Gita, from the Gita Mahatyam. It is said, Sarva Upanishado Gavaha, Dhokta Gopala Nandana, Partha Vasta Sudhir Bhokta, Duktam Gita Amritam Mahat. The translation says, this Gita Upanishad, Bhagavad Gita, the essence of all the Upanishads, is just like a cow, and Lord Krishna, who is famous as a cowherd boy, is milking this cow. Arjuna is just like a calf, and learned scholars and pure devotees are to drink the nectarian milk of Bhagavad Gita. So that is Sarva Upanishado Ghavaha, essence of all the Upanishads. Bharatamrita Sarvasvam Vishnu Vakrat Vinishritam Gita Gangotakam Pitva Punarjanma na Vidyate. One who drinks the water of the Ganges attains salvation. So what to speak of one who drinks the nectar of Bhagavad Gita? Bhagavad Gita is the essential nectar of the Mahabharata, and it is spoken by Lord Krishna himself, the original Vishnu. So Mahabharatam has 125,000 shlokas. If you filter that 125,000 slokas, we only remain with two very important messages from Bhagavatam. Bharatam, Mahabharatam. One is Bhagavad Gita, which is spoken by Krishna himself. And the second important message we get out of is Sri Vishnu Sahasranama, where Bhagavad Gita was spoken by Krishna himself through his lotus mouth, whereas Vishnu Sahasranamam is same as Bhagavad Gita, but spoken by Krishna devotee Bhishmadeva, where Krishna himself heard directly. Gita Sugita Kartavya Kim Anya Shastra Vistaraihi Ya Swayam Padmanabhasya Mukhapadma Dunishrita. Simply, if one attentively and regularly reads Bhagavad Gita and hears Bhagavad Gita, that is Gita Sugita Kartavya, the best thing that we have to do for Gita. And what happens is that one should also adapt all means that's given in Bhagavad Gita. Gita Sugita Kartavyam Kim Anya Shastra Vistaraihi. Because at the present age, people are embarrassed with so many things that is hardly possible to divert his attention in all the Vedic literature. The tradition is that we have to be spending more time in studying Vedas, Vedic literature, um, every day. But then we are so very busy. Where is the time for us to read the Vedic literature on a daily basis? That is what we have to do. Get up in the morning, do our deity worship, and then do our offering of the bhog, and then have honor prasadam, and then read the scriptures, and again do the deities worship. This is supposed to be our daily job, daily service, and then read the scriptures. But we hardly spend any time reading the scriptures. So therefore, Gita Su Gita Kartavya Kimanya Shastra Vistaraihi. Therefore, it's best just to read Bhagavad Gita, and there is not much time left, and there's no need for us to read a lot of other scriptures. Why? Because Ya Swayam Padmanabhasya Mukha Padmata Vinishruta. Because this comes right from the lotus mouth of Krishna. Therefore, we have to read Bhagavad Gita, especially spoken by Krishna, than anything else. Mala Nirmochanam Pumsam Jalasnanam Dhine Dhine Sakrit Gitamrita Snanam Samsara Mala Nashanam. One may cleanse himself daily taking bath in water. We all take bath, but whatever we take bath is cleansing the external part of the body. But what about the internal part? It's still contaminated. It's still the same. How much ever time we take shower, but still the thoughts are still the same. We get into all bad thoughts, unnecessary thoughts, contaminated thoughts, excuses, etc. But if one takes a bath even once in the sacred Ganges of water called Bhagavad Gita, for him, The dirt of material life is altogether vanquished. That is the beauty of Bhagavad Gita. That doesn't mean we only have to one time read Bhagavad Gita and rest of the time we don't need to take shower. That's not the message. Our external and internal both should be clean. Externally, we clean by taking shower in the morning, and then daily we recite Bhagavad Gita to cleanse inside. Gita dhyayena shilasya pranayama parasya cha naiva shantihi papani purvajanma kritani cha. If one reads Bhagavad Gita very sincerely and with all seriousness, then by the grace of the Lord, the reactions of his past misdeeds will not act upon him. Because most of the time we are not able to do what we are not want to do, what we wanted to do, because our purva karmas are blocking us. It's an obstacle for us to even we want to do something good. What happens is our purva karma becomes an obstacle for us. It doesn't let us to do any good things. We want to get chanting every day. We want to get up in the morning. We want to be good. We want to do service. We want to study more. But something or the other keep bothering us. Something or the other pulling us from the direction. So Gita dhyayena shilasya pranayama parasya cha naiva santihi papani purva janma kritani cha. But if we start reading Bhagavad Gita regularly, daily, whatever we can, then that will help us. Then, by the grace of the Lord, the reactions of one's past misdeeds will not act upon that person. So, these are some secrets that's been given for us. We just have to have complete faith and take up the secrets and apply in our life. Ekam Shastram Devaki Putra Gitam, Eko Devo Devaki Putra Eva. Eko mantra tasya namani yani karmapi ekam tasya devasya seva. There's only one holy scriptures. We don't need to worry about studying too many scriptures. We, get lost. There's not much time left for any one of us. So it is said that just hold on to one shastram. That is Devaki Putra Gitam. The son of Devaki who sang this song is Gita, Bhagavad Gita. And then, well, should I worship this God on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, morning that God, afternoon this God, evening this God? Well, again, how many gods are we going to satisfy? It's just not possible. It is not completely not possible. With complete faith, without any fear, one has to simply worship Eko Devo Devaki Putra Eva. Devaki Putra, that is Krishna. We have to just worship his, catch hold of his lotus feet and just worship Krishna alone. That is suffice. That is enough, good enough, especially in this age of Kali. Eko mantra tasya namani yani. And then there are so many namas there, so many names are there. There many, many chantings are there, mantras are there. But what it says is that Lord Sri Krishna, the only one mantra, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. What am I supposed to do? I'm reading Bhagavad Gita. I understand Krishna is the only God I have to worship, and Krishna name is the only name that I have to chant. Then what else I need to do? Karmapi ekam tasya devasya seva. Our existence, the purpose of our existence is to do devotional service to Krishna and Krishna devotees. That's the ultimate goal of our life. If we cannot do that and we are busy doing so many other things, then we are just missing the opportunity that's been given to us in the human form of life. Not only human form of life, because there are many human form of lives there. But then more than that is we have been somehow or the other by the grace of Krishna got connected to devotees, got connected to this wonderful movement, Srila Prabhupada's movement. So if we don't make use of that opportunity that we've been given, getting birth itself very difficult. Getting healthy body is another difficulty. On top of it, getting better life compared to many people who have struggled in many, many ways. We are fortunate. We have better life, human life. We have better family. We have less problems compared to so many people have difficulties in many, many ways, right? We should not be cribbing and crying, saying that I am not doing that. Yes, definitely better than any millions of people on the earth planet. So we are in a better situation in many, many ways. But still, if you're not making use of that opportunity to understand how service is important, how serving the devotees and deities is important, how chanting is important, how fixing our mind at the lotus feet of Krishna is important, how Bhagavad Gita is important, how getting together like this, having a satsang on a regular basis is important. If you're not understanding this importance, then all we can say is we just have to feel pity for those people who cannot take advantage of these things. That's all. So that's Gita Mahatyam, beautifully said. But one point about a quick summary of Bhagavad Gita for how it's practically applicable for us, how Bhagavad Gita, which is spoken 5,000 years back, can be relevant to us in 2024 or 2025, which is coming in another few more weeks. Right? So if you see, Krishna did not speak Bhagavad Gita in a pleasant place. It was not a place. It's of course an auspicious place. Kurukshetra, Dharmakshetre, Kurukshetre, Samaveda, Yutsavaha, Mamaka, Pandavas, Chaiva, Kimakurvata Sanjaya. So it's definitely a Dharma Kshetra. Kurukshetra is a Dharma Kshetra. But the event took place was not any bhajana, kirtana, homa or anything. It is war. It's a battle that was taking care between two people. One is Kauravas, another one is Pandavas. So Kurukshetra, as it said, it's relevant to us very well even now because our mind is a place of battlefield. That is the Kurukshetra, always trying to battle. Our mind is always trying to battle right from the time of starting, getting up in the morning until we go to the bed in the night. Sometimes we are so disturbed, even at the time of sleep, we are having battles in our mind. And so many things are going on in our mind. The mind is a Kurukshetra. So who are the battle armies, who are the people, or who are the parties there? Is one is the good thoughts, another one is the bad thoughts, unwanted thoughts. And interestingly, what is the count on these two things? What is the thing? Pandavas are seven Akshohanis, and then Kauravas had 11 Akshohanis. Left for the 11 Akshohanis of Kauravas are the bad ones, bad thoughts in our mind of Kurukshetra, and then seven Akshohanis are the good thoughts in our mind. And what we are trying to do is every one of us, not just I or you, every one of us, with a little bit of good thoughts, we are fighting against the bad thoughts. That's exactly what is happening. No one is a bad people in the world, but the problem is depends on the proposition of how many good thoughts, how many bad thoughts we have in our mind. If you have more good thoughts and less, the struggle is going to be there. That struggle to fight against the bad thoughts is going to be there. But if you have a good thoughts more and then the less bad thoughts, it's very easy to defeat it. But the truth is that it's very hard to find anyone who has more good thoughts and less bad thoughts. That is why this whole picturized, the Mahabharata war is picturized to us to tell what is reality is. More people have bad thoughts more, 11 Akshokanis, and good thoughts less, 7 Akshokanis. And the Jivatma is Arjuna. In this case, we are all that Arjuna. We are all trying to fight and somehow or the other become good in our life, become a devotee in our life. So what are we going to do at that point of time? We get lost, we get confused. Karpanye devoso savata svabhavaha prachami tvam dharma samoda chetaha yachayasyan nischitam bruhitanme shishyateham sadhimam tvam prapannam sadhimam tam swapannam. Krishna, now I am surrendering you as a Sishya. You are my Guru. Shishya, Shishyasteham. I am surrendering unto you. Please accept my surrender. And what do you want me to do? Krishna is asking, what do you want me to do, Arjuna? Well, yet Shreyas, whatever you think is the best thing for me. Hmm? Shan, Nischitam, definitely best thing for me. Please advise me. Bruhi Tanme, please advise me that which is best for me in my life. And this is the request that Arjuna places to Krishna. He says, "What? Please tell me what is good for me in my life. Is it not what that every one of us are wanting to find an answer? We try to find that what is good for me in my life. Have you ever thought about that particular question in a day? We may be talking about lecturing. We have been hearing lectures. We may be lecturing to others. We may be having so many things. But then just pause for a minute and then think, what is good for me in my life? This is exactly what Krishna Arjuna asked Krishna. Yet Shreyasu Syan Nishchitam Bruhi Tanme. Krishna, please tell me that which is good for me in my life. And Krishna could have simply told Arjuna, good for you in your life is to go fight. That's all, Krishna. It's just a yes or no answer. That's where the Arjuna was confused. Should I fight or should I not fight? That's all he was having because Arjuna had an attachment towards the wrong thing. Arjuna had attachment towards wrong thing. Arjuna had compassion towards wrong thing. Arjuna was confused, considering dharma to be adharma, and adharma to be dharma. These are the three problems that he had. Really, that's all he had. That's all he had. And because why? Because the 11 actually is more, I mean, 7 on his side was less. His good thoughts were less, the bad thoughts were more. And always it's a human tendency that we get attached to the bad thoughts. It's by default our thoughts run towards a bad doing, bad things, everything bad, right? That's how it is. And so for Arjuna was in a similar situation. He was having the same thing of attachment towards the wrong thing, showing compassion to the wrong thing, and thinking what is wrong to be right and what is right to be wrong. His right thing is to fight, but he thought that is wrong. Giving up and going away from the duty is wrong, but he thought that is right. This is where the problem is. And then that's when he surrendered to Krishna. And when Krishna could, instead of just telling, yes, go fight, Arjuna would have simply heard also, right? But then Krishna spoke 700 slokas. Is it really necessary in that situation where the battlefield is, where people are waiting and the conch shell is being blown and now they are going to fight? And at that point of time, is someone is going to speak philosophy? What a situation. Why Krishna did this one? Because of that one statement that Arjuna said. What did he say? Yet Shreyase. Yet Shreyase Shya Nischitam Bhuhi Tanme. Krishna, tell me that which is good for me for my life. See Krishna's compassion. Krishna took that one line and he spoke 700 slokas. 700 slokas. Therefore, sometimes we see, sometimes devotees, if you go and talk to some devotees, they start giving information more than what is needed. It is not that because they like to keep speaking. It's not just because they want to share what all they know. It is just in the following the footsteps of Krishna. If someone is coming and asking, give as much as detail that person can receive, that person can take. So that's exactly what Krishna did. He spoke Bhagavad Gita for 700 slokas, that which is best for Arjuna, that which is best for all of us as human. So on this very auspicious day, let's take shelter at the lotus feet of Krishna, and let's take shelter of Bhagavad Gita and internalize what is being spoken by Krishna through Bhagavad Gita. I wish you all a very wonderful Ekadashi. Wish you all a wonderful Gita Jayanti. And if you all can spend some time reading Bhagavad Gita, any number of slokas or a chapter, however, it's really auspicious, very nice.